So, hey out there to everybody in Central Arkansas. My name is Wendy Ferguson. I'm a real estate broker with Next Home Local Realty, and I'm the team leader of the Savvy team. And I'm so excited but a little bit nervous because I'm trying to kick off a series of educational videos called 18 Lessons After 18 Years in Real Estate. And so this is lesson number 1. And just so bear with me, it may be a little rough at first, but I'm going to do my best. So what I want to talk to you about today is something that's really pretty serious, and it's about the auction. Now, most of us, when we think about an auction, we think about a bunch of buyers that come together to purchase a real estate property or even personal property. And you have an auctioneer, and basically everyone's bidding because they want the product. And so the sale goes to the highest bidder. And that is a good auction. That's something that I think a lot of people have found success in. But what I want to warn you about today is when you become the victim of a real estate agent auction that's conducted by realtors, and realtors are the bidder. Okay, so grab a cup of coffee and let's talk about this for a moment. Imagine, if you will, you're a homeowner. You're about to sell the largest investment of your life. You've worked hard. You have, for years, you've manicured the yard. You've painted the walls. You've done a lot of cleaning. And so you call 3 real estate agents to get just some information from them about what they think your house will bring. We call this a fair market analysis. Now, real estate agents typically are not appraisers, so it's not an appraisal, but it's kind of a duplication of that same process, just a little more basic. So you call 3 agents, and they all come out, they talk to you about their marketing plan, they talk to you about what they think the house will bring. And so the next thing you know, you have 2 agents, maybe all 3 of them have great marketing plans, but there's this one agent who just has a different idea about what price you should ask for the property, and it just happens to be exactly what you want. I'm afraid that in that situation, you could potentially be becoming the victim of a real estate agent that's bidding for your business. Most of the time, he or she knows the property is not going to sell. They're just wanting to scrape off buyers from the sign call and hope that eventually they'll get you to do a price reduction. You know, you could call this unethical, you could call this uneducated, you could call this unfair, you could call it downright deceitful. Whatever you want to call it, at the end of the day, what you want is an agent that's going to be honest with you, even if that honest conversation is not easy. So what I'd like to do now is share with you just 3 things that I have personally experienced in the last couple of years. Many of you that are watching this video, you probably know me. Chances are we've been friends for a long time, or we've worked together in the past. And so you're thinking, oh my gosh, I think she might be talking about me, and I'm afraid she's fixing to name me. I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you right now, the purpose of this video is to just take past mistakes that I've made or that my friends and clients have made, and just to share this so that hopefully people in the future don't make the same mistake. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to talk about property addresses. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to show you that in 18 years, I could probably share 1,800 lessons, but I'm just picking the top 18 to help people out there. So anyway, story number 1. I was working with some buyers that had been friends for a long time. We found a property that they absolutely loved. Everything about it was perfect except one thing, the asking price. And the agent had really just listed it too high. So I pulled comparables, I pulled comps, we call them, and I shared this with the buyer, and I said, based on the information I have, this is what I think you need to offer. So I picked up the phone and I called the listing agent and I said, listen, I just can't come close to the price that you're asking. And the listings agent's response to me was, and I quote, "We all know it's too high. The seller set the price. Just make an offer and I'll do my best to make it work." And this is really unfortunate because I don't know about you, but if I were selling a home, that is not what I would want my agent saying on the other side of the transaction. Lesson number 2, Sarah and I, that's my teammate, my buyer's agent, we went and met with a wonderful couple, salt of the earth kind of people. We've known them for years. They're great friends. They still are. And we talked to them about listing their property. We just had great rapport, had a great time taking a tour. It was a beautiful property. But unfortunately, the price that we recommended was not what they wanted to hear. We suggested they get an appraisal, and we sort of put them on our list to follow up in a couple of weeks. But a few days later, it pops up listed with an agent not in our market for about $25,000 too much. We think maybe the agent didn't know the market, but for whatever happened there, chances are the seller liked what they heard, so they decided to list with that agent. Now, the outcome for the seller in this case was pretty good because ultimately we sold the property. But we sold the property at the price that the comps suggested, not at the price that the seller wanted to hear. So they didn't get what they listed the property for. And just so you know, when it was appraised, it came in at exactly what we told the seller they should ask. Lesson number 3, and this one is a very unfortunate one, but we talked to a wonderful couple who had been referred to us by their children, and we gave them a recommended list price on their house. They didn't like what they heard, so they went to a second agent. They got pretty much the same information from that agent. They didn't like that either, so apparently they went to a third agent who told them what they wanted to hear. That agent bid for their business. That house is still on the market to this day. It has been for a while, and chances are it will be for a while. And unfortunately for that seller, because the house is becoming market worn, they're probably not even going to get the price that we recommended, because now buyers are looking at it and they're going, oh, I bet the seller is desperate, or I think there must be something wrong with this property. So we're going to come in with a low ball offer, hoping that they'll take it. Okay, so this wraps up lesson number 1 in 18 lessons after 18 years in real estate. And I do want to say this is not an attempt to bash real estate agents or to make light of the fact that maybe some homeowners have made some mistakes in the past. We all have. What I want to do, though, is just bring it to your attention that sometimes when an agent tells you what you want to hear, they truly may be bidding for your business, and this is not the best outcome for you. Those of you who know me, you know that I'm going to just really work hard to talk to you about the things that add value to your home, the things that take away value from your home, and things you can do to position it to bring the most money. So my phone number has been displayed throughout this segment. Please give me a call if this sounds familiar to you, if you can relate to this. I'm sorry if you've been through that in the past, but I would love to help you. I am not a yes man. I am someone who will tell you the truth, even if it's not easy. So just to kind of drive home the point, I'm a huge fan of The Office. So I'm going to close this video segment with just a clip from The Office where Michael Scott realizes that he has a yes man in front of him. And if this is kind of the face you've made throughout this segment and you're going, oh no, I think that may have happened to me, then call me. Let's talk. Let's see what we think the comps look like, what we think that your home might bring in a fair market situation. Go to my blog at AR Homes and Land. That's where the additional statistical information is about homes that were overpriced in the beginning and what percentage of the asking price they ended up bringing compared to homes that were priced fairly in the beginning and what percentage of sales price they brought. Also on that same blog is a link where you can punch in your property address. It's just sort of an algorithm that will pull homes maybe similar to yours to tell you what I think you can get for your home. But maybe we need to critique those numbers. Maybe there's some things that the algorithm is not pulling that can either raise or lower the price of the home. And so start there. Punch in the address, then call me. Let's meet. I'll tell you what I think your house will bring on the fair market. But above all else, don't become a victim of a bidding war of real estate agents who are just bidding for your listing. That does not fare well for you. So Wendy Ferguson, Next Home Local Realty. Again, I'm a sales and marketing, real estate marketing expert. I'm the leader of the Savvy team, and I'm the broker for Next Home Local Realty Group. And I would love to visit with you about your property values, especially if you're not looking for a yes man, but you're looking for someone who's going to tell you the truth.
I'm not fine.
Then, no, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
Okay, fine. What do you think of Andy? Because on paper, Andy and I should be best buds. We even have the same top 10 all-time favorite movie list, down to the number.
Andy's a yes man.
No. Sometimes I'll say I don't like something, he says he doesn't like it either.
Right. He'll always agree with whatever you say. He did the same thing with Josh in Stanford.
If he did that with Josh, he could be doing that with me.
Okay, so hopefully that wasn't the face you made throughout this segment as you realized that you were the unfortunate victim of a bidding process. But again, if it was, call me. I can help you. I will tell you the truth. We will get the numbers right. We will get them accurate, and I can get your property sold. Wendy Ferguson of the Savvy team with Next Home Local Realty Group, signing off of lesson 1 of 18 lessons after 18 years in real estate. Have a great day.